At the moment of his execution, Vikir Van swore that if granted another life, he would exact revenge upon those who falsely linked him to demons. Upon dying, he awoke reincarnated as an infant, surrounded by many other babies, and soon discovered he was in the grand estate of the Baskerville family. Observing the infants with disgust, a man named Hugo initially declared none of them special. However, he paused before a quiet baby, Vikir, and ordered all the children to be moved to the Cradle of Swords. Vikir, recognizing Hugo as a younger version of the man he suspected was responsible for his past execution, was certain he had regressed. He recalled his previous life where, even as a baby, he had lived as a hound for the family, enduring harsh treatment. Hounds were expected to be fanatically devoted, handling the family's unsavory tasks. Vikir had remained loyal, yearning for acknowledgement from the clan head, a common desire. Yet, after a decade of fighting demons that led to humanity's victory, his reward for this loyalty had been death, with the stated reason that he knew too much. Resolved that such betrayal would not happen again, Vikir was now consumed by the desire for revenge, and he saw the move to the Cradle of Swords as an opportunity. The Cradle of Swords was a perilous maze of blades that Baskerville children had to navigate successfully to survive. Survivors then proceeded to the Styx River, a mystical river capable of imbuing a child's body with iron-like resilience, though its power was finite. Vikir, determined to gain every advantage, planned to monopolize this blessing for as long as possible. Upon entering the river, his infant wounds began to heal, and he resolved to endure the agonizing process and even drink its waters for as long as he could. As Vikir remained in the Styx River, onlookers panicked and wanted to retrieve him, but their leader, Hugo, merely laughed and inquired about the time elapsed. The butler reported 7 minutes. Though Hugo eventually urged him to exit, Vikir pushed his endurance further. Just as he began to lose consciousness, the clan head pulled him out, noticing with surprise that the baby already possessed teeth. Learning the baby's name, Vikir, from the butler, Hugo remarked that a very greedy son had been born. Vikir, however, cared little for the comment. He believed that with time to hone his skills, he would eventually make the entire Baskerville family disappear. Vikir Van Baskerville, Hugo Le Baskerville's illegitimate son, was a prodigy deemed ordinary by his own kin. By 20, he was a seasoned agent of assassination, espionage, and diplomacy. Nearing 30, he sensed his limits within the family's intricate power games, outmaneuvered by those of direct descent. Then, at 30, the demonic realm's gates burst open, unleashing an invasion. He carved a path through the ensuing era of destruction, surviving until 35. At 39, humanity claimed victory in the Long War. His reward at 40 for such loyalty: betrayal, false charges, and the guillotine. He awoke with a jolt. The nursery? Then it's true. I've absorbed the Styx River. My new life starts with an advantage. A hushed voice nearby wondered, why would Madam place such a thing by the young master? A bastard receives no gifts, Vikir knew. The box opened. Bloody mambas. An assassination attempt? Only a few women were Madam here. She's culling the competition early. These vipers could eliminate every infant in this nursery. Typical Baskervilles. I will dismantle this family myself. The following day, the Baskerville estate buzzed. Infant Vikir lay sleeping beside the dead vipers. The night's nannies faced torture and execution. The snake's origin remained a mystery to all but one, the young hound, Vikir. 8 years passed. An instructor lectured, "Young masters, today we cover swordsmanship levels, sword beginner for those unable to infuse mana, sword expert for minor mana infusion, sword graduator when mana flows like an aura, and sword master for a golden, mutable aura. Sir Hugo, your strongest, is a sword master." Hugo reached that pinnacle even back then, Vikir reflected. I must reclaim my former power before my coming of age, the instructor observed him. Young Vikir, lost in thought. The Styx River gifted him an iron physique. He only needs guidance with the Moncast. His talent surpasses the others. The patriarch will be pleased. 3 identical boys, smirking, cornered Vikir. 1 shoved him. Heard tales about you, runt. Drowned in the Styx for 7 minutes, then strangled vipers as a babe? These 3. Vikir recognized them instantly. Baskerville's trident. They tried to stop my escape after the purgation. Give them 10 years, and they'll be formidable. Time to teach you your place. one spat. Another added, "They say the sticks makes your body like steel. So, a little stab won't kill you, right?" One choked him while another brandished a dagger. For 10 minutes, their efforts were futile against Vikir's unnerving calm. Then, in a flash, Vikir disarmed one, severing his finger. "What are you doing?" the boy howled, blood streaming. "Weren't you going to eat your hand if you failed?" Vikir's voice was ice. Fear dawned. As they tried to flee, Vikir blocked them. "Not yet." The last one lunged with a knife. It glanced off Vikir's skin. Useless. "In this family," Vikir declared, his eyes glinting. "Power is absolute. Our game continues."